Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully today I can teach you something new. So today I'm going to go over different ways to pick up your skateboard and throw down your skateboard. Now the first way to pick it up, if you don't know how to actually pop it up, is just going to be pushing down the tail and grabbing the nose. You can also combine this with stopping, the way I do, and then you can grab the nose after. When everybody tries to pick it up for the first time, they always just try and either slam the tail, and it could end up really bad hitting your knee, or it could smash your fingers if you try and go to grab it. So you're going to keep your hand open, the one that's going to pick it up. You want the skateboard parallel with your shoulders. I would say don't try and grab it yet. Just keep practicing. Keep practicing trying to get that good pop, just enough so you can get it. And then when you bring your open hand, and you're going to slap it underneath the nose. Now this next one I'm going to go over is a little bit more advanced. Instead of using your dominant back foot of the board, you're going to be picking up the skateboard with your front foot while you're rolling, most likely, but you can practice while sitting still. Now because I'm regular, my back foot will be my right foot, which I would normally pick up the board like this, but instead I'm going to be picking up the skateboard my front foot, picking the board up behind me. Now for picking it up on the nose, the foot setup, you're going to be riding normal, right? When you go to pick it up, you're going to want to be putting your foot like this up on the nose, so your toe is here, and you're going to do it like that, and you're going to push it down, but you got to get that foot out the way. So you're going to kind of roll this foot forward, like you're going to pop it and out. So then get out of there, get your foot out. You don't have to do this little karate kick either, but you don't want to plant it and then just expect it to come up, but your foot's holding it down. Now for this next one, it's going to be a little bit more difficult if you don't know how to ollie yet. It's kind of more of like an ollie pickup. Me personally, I never picked up my skateboard like this until recently when I did it for a video to copy the way they do it in Skate 3. And it definitely took me a little bit of practice to fully get it down. For the foot setup, you're going to want your front foot kind of where it would be for an ollie, but a lot lower. And then your back foot is going to be just on the tail in the middle or wherever you feel comfortable. And then instead of doing an actual ollie and sliding this front foot forward, you're just going to be getting it out the way, probably kicking it forward. Now for this next pickup, you're going to need a sturdy wall to be throwing your board off of. In the similar motion of the ollie pickup, you're going to be doing the same thing, but you're going to be throwing it off the wall. Now this one could be very dangerous depending on how hard you throw it or how it bounces off this wall. It'll come back at you. Now this next one's definitely going to take some time to get down. It's going to take a lot of practicing, trying to get that right pop. But what you're looking to do is you're looking to get that just enough pop and then slipping your foot underneath the tail and then trying to balance that. And the next one's going to be the impossible pickup. Not because it is impossible, but you're going to be doing a 1 foot impossible to be picking up your skateboard. And on this pickup, you're probably going to end up grabbing the trucks on this one too. Like such. Or taking it off the kneecap. Now it's just about the same setup as I did for the original pickup, like this. You're going to be kind of standing parallel, but you want your foot out of there this time because you're going to scoop into it. A good way to practice is just doing it without catching it. So just keep sending that foot around a few times until you get it. Now, if getting that just right pop for any of these pickups is still too difficult for you, of course you still need to practice, but you can still always just go to this easy and good looking pickup. Now I'm thinking the setup is pretty self-explanatory. Either foot you want, you put it just under the skateboard like such, like you can balance it or pick it up. Same thing, you're just gonna be bringing it straight up though. You don't wanna send it out, you're gonna be taking out your cameraman. Picking it up and going. I would say these next two variations are not pickups, but it is flashy if your board ends up in PRIMO, which is on its side. You're either gonna go with your heel. If you're a regular, you're gonna be going with your heel to the tail, or you're gonna be kicking it with your toe to the nose. So if your board ends up like this, and you just wanna do something to pick it up or to flip it over, instead of just kicking it, you can do something like this. So you're gonna take your heel, and you're just gonna hit about in between, you're gonna hit about in the pocket, in between the bolts and the tail. You're gonna kind of draw a C with your heel. You're gonna go around and now for the other way, you're gonna be doing the same thing, but you're gonna be kind of, instead of kicking so you don't hurt your toes, you're gonna be kind of kicking it with the side and picking it up that way. And then you're gonna be doing the same thing, drawing a C with it. Now when it comes to putting your board down, there's many different ways to do it. So the first one is pretty easy. Not everybody throws their board down, they'll just already have it down. And when they're ready to go, they'll either send it forward or they'll just jump on it. Now this next one still takes some practice because this is what everybody wants to do when they start skateboarding. But it's still kind of hard to understand when you get into it. Now the way I teach it is you're gonna be walking through it. You're not gonna be doing any running. Because I'm regular, which meaning my back foot is my right foot, I'm gonna be holding the board in my left hand. And when running, my back foot will be here, and then my front foot will follow it down. You can always start baby steps like that and slowly get better and better until you're ready to run. Now this next one is everybody's favorite when they see it happen, but it definitely takes some practice and a lot of throwing your board down. But this throwdown has way more flash than functionality. I find this one easier. Instead of grabbing it normally like how you would throw it with your thumb behind, I put all my fingers behind so I could flick it when I throw it. That should just about wrap it up. So if this video helped, consider subscribing and liking the video. I would greatly appreciate it.